Hello, with joy I have come to your home. So please just relax and let us do something today. And we are very grateful that you can allow us to be in your home. I don't know which device you are using to watch me, but I'm very grateful that you are a partner of Majesty Christian Television Network. So we just love you just the same way you love us. So today, a very interesting topic. Say aha, aha, aha. Today we are discussing on why modern men are cheating in relationship. You know, last time we discussed on why modern women, but today it has to do with the men. I think they are really professionals in this. So, as introduction, our broadcast focuses on the growing problem of infidelity among today's men. This trend has been on the increase even to an embarrassing level. So in this show, we'll be examining the cause of this trend, its impact on the society, and what are the possible remedies. So our panel comprises of seasoned leaders and regular guests of Majesty TV. So we encourage you to join us, share the clip, and then join us as well on Facebook. You can send some of your remarks through our WhatsApp number, which is 3160 62 46432. It will be on the screen as well, and or you call the studio line in case you want to interact with any of our panelists. Our studio line is 020 3374 160. So I would be introducing you to my guests. Who are they? I have from the right Miss Ruthie Bonig. Say hello to the viewers of
hello, dear
Majesty TV.
Hello, dear viewers.
Yes.
My name is Ruth Bonnie, a social worker with the Children's Department.
Yes, she's a social worker. And then I have two gentlemen up there. So we have Mr. Jerry Okeke, who is a political scientist. Mr. Jerry, please, can you say hello to our viewers?
Hello, everybody.
Yeah.
And I hope you have a happy viewing and you learn a lot from our discussion this evening.
I can see you are really prepared to give it to your fellow men.
Somewhat.
And then we also have another regular panelist of Majesty TV, Mr. Gilbert, who is also a professional technician. Can you say hello to our viewers, Mr. Gilbert?
Hello, viewers. As being said, my name is Brother Gilbert, yes. And I appreciate to be on this program this evening. I hope we can exchange wisdom with this program.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being with us. So on this note, we are going to start the topic. Meanwhile, if you have any question, you can send it through our YouTube channel, or you can WhatsApp it, or you can call the studio line to share it with us. So, the topic once again is why men are cheating in a relationship. Is it really true? Can we just let the audience know what cheating is all about? Let me start with the men. What is really cheating? How do we say somebody is cheating? What do we mean when we say that, Mr. Gilbert?
I think from our point of view, or from this whole topic point of view, cheating is sharing between two people and one taking more than the other one. That is what in our minds we call cheating. But as we get on this topic, I would really like to ask, in the act of relationship, if men really do cheat.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that would be my first question.
Oh, okay.
Actually.
All right. So any other person, Mr. KK, would you tell us a little bit what you understand I don't use your political analysis for this one.
Well, yeah. Cheating regularly, can be seen from the point of view of when you have set down rules about doing something, and somebody in one way or the other is not playing by the rules of the game, that can result into cheating.
Wow.
It can occur in so many areas of our lives, whether in terms of public service, whether in terms of financial engagement, and in relationship as well, as we are going to discuss this evening. So when two people are in a relationship and one person is not playing by the rules of the game of the relationship, that we can call literally cheating. That one of the two parties is cheating the other by not, keeping the rules of the relationship.
Okay, thank you. Let's hear from the she among us.
I agree totally with their definition of cheating.
Okay.
So I would not like to waste time because we are going to delve into a lot of things.
Okay.
So I agree with their
You
definition.
agree. All right. So do men really cheat in relationship? Do men really cheat in relationship?
Yes, we will say men cheat because in every agreement that two people are involved in, the agreement at times has dates, time, limits, conditions. So if, say, in the European society, they say one man, one wife, if the man goes to get extramarital or another woman to sleep with, eat with, dance with, that is cheating. He is breaking the agreement.
Yes.
So he's not following the rule.
Okay.
So that is cheating. You are not following the agreement. Yeah.
Okay, that is in the European law.
In the European law.
Or in the Christian
But
law.
in the African law, men are allowed at least 4 or more wives before. Maybe now it's changing. But in our villages, it's allowed 4 or more. So far as you have big land to take care of them, you have the capacity, the mentality, the responsibility to take care of your children and your wife, provide for them. They are. So if you are allowed to marry 4 women, and then you go on to sleep with other women somewhere, you are still cheating.
Yeah. Exactly.
So there are still rules there. Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
And if the Europeans say, the Bible, okay, let's say the Bible says, if you are going to be elected as an elder in the church, keep 1 wife.
Yes.
So that you can have peace in your house.
Okay.
So if you are an elder in African society, in the church, and you are having 2 and extra, you are also breaking the law.
It's
you are
true.
cheating.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow. Men, what do you have to say regarding this? Do men really cheat in relationship?
Like I said in the beginning, what do we call cheating? Cheating is where, for instance, we have a food, let's say I have to take 50% off, you have to take 50% off, and I'm taking 70% and giving you 30%. That is cheating. But when you analyze it from another point of view, if you can afford to eat 30%, that will be enough for you, and I can take 70%. Why should I give you 50% if you cannot eat it and I can eat 70%? And this is what most of the time we see in relations. For instance, we are talking about cheating. I disagree with the word cheating even, because when you put cheating on the, how do you call it, a microscope point of view, to look what it really means. First, you have to go in a relation, know what is going on in that relation. Because, for instance, if I happen to marry a woman, and this woman have enough with once a month, and I am born from a DNA whereby every hour I can go around, and have my satisfaction. That is something I was created with. That is my nature. I mean, if I decided to go according to that woman's way of having intercourse, for instance, then I will be cheating rather myself of my enjoyment for the rest of my life. And this is what most of the men also goes through, whereby they decide. Because, for instance, I am coming from a DNA where my father had 36 children. He is a man. He could stand on. At the age of 80-something, he was still strong enough. So even when I had 2 children, and I told my father I was finished with children, his first question to me was, all the strength you had, what are you going to use it for? You know, these are some of the things we have to analyze, and easily calling cheating instead of analyzing situations and looking what is wrong in that relation. Because there are even women who, with wise understanding, they know they cannot afford having once a week or twice a week, so they even advise their husband, go out, but when you go, don't fall in love. I have people like that in my community. So then do you call it cheating as well? No, that is mutual understanding.
Well, we are not defining it the way you are defining it now. A wife sending the husband to just go and have intercourse, just like Sarah was asking Abraham to go into Hagar. That's not what we are talking about. We are talking about when it is cheating, when the other one is not aware of it, and then you are doing it. And we are not also talking about cheating of your own self, because you made a remark that if you can go how many rounds and the other one cannot. We are not talking about cheating on yourself. We are talking about cheating in relationship. That means there's somebody else involved in it. There's another person who is involved, and then we are looking it through the microscope. Whether men are doing this, are they doing it? And if they are doing it, what is the reason behind them doing something like this? Okay, we've heard you. Let's hear from other people. Let's hear from Mr. Keke, please.
Yes. The topic for today is why do modern men cheat in relationship?
Yes.
I totally agree with the caption of the topic, and that is why we are here today. Because this topic happens to be part and parcel of our daily lives. We confront it in every area of our society on a daily basis. Mm-hmm. You see a lot of broken homes, a lot of kids growing up under one parenthood because of something that came up as a result of one of the two parties cheating.
Exactly.
Okay. We can also talk about this topic from the point of view of, we can also call it promiscuity. When one or the two parties, in this case today, the man go out of his marital relationship to get something done with a woman outside his home. Mm-hmm. It is happening. I agree that it's happening. And we have to concentrate on looking at why is it happening, so that we have things to learn. It is happening. And in one way or the other, it can be a shared culpability. The man may have some blame on it, and the woman on her own side can also, in one way or the other, play very significant role that will make her man to look elsewhere. Mm-hmm. I will back up what I said with an example. That this is the case of somebody I know. His wife, is forcing it on him to buy something for a bicycle for the house. The bicycle is not just an ordinary bicycle. The bicycle costs like 2,500 euros.
Oh,
so,
electric bike.
Yeah, the one that two people can mount and drive it together. Very expensive bicycle, And then the guy said, myself, that I came from Africa. My car I have is not even up to 1,000 euros. How can I go and buy a bicycle of 2,500 euros? And the woman said, no, if you don't do that, I'm not happy. And then from that moment, a lot changed in the house. And then the guy was asking me, how can I be married? I'm living with my wife in the house, and every now and then, I am forced to play with myself. Because the moment he couldn't, go for the bicycle, everything changed. The woman backed out on her normal duties towards her husband. And now the man, I am living in the house with my wife, and I'm forced to be playing with myself. What kind of life is this? So, if we look at this very issue now, what gave rise to, the man, if he looks outside to get something done, the culpability lies on the side of the woman more. So these are one of the things that can force a man to cheat. If he goes outside, he cheats, as a matter of fact.
It's true.
But what makes him to cheat?
Exactly. That's the most important.
Wow.
Well, I will come in here. I have the ABCs of the way why men cheat. The first point is availability of women. The abundance, a lot of women. Because statistics shows that there are 6 adult women to one.
8 even.
Or even now it's changing to 8. But I know before it was 6.
Yeah.
And there are some women that are educated. They don't want to be subservient to men. They have good salaries. So they just want to play with men and just go on. They don't want to serve the men. Okay, that's fine. There are another group of women who are rich and independent. They just want a baby, so they can play with some man or somebody's husband. But you, the man that you have made an agreement with another woman to be faithful to death, do you part, and you honor the woman with your wealth and everything. You cannot say because I have a misunderstanding with my wife, so quickly I'm going on the street to play with these women, because there are a lot of women on the street.
Yeah.
That is where it comes when so is it justifiable to say for instance, in Nigeria, I saw on CNN, the women are saying the people are raping the young women, and they don't want that. So even in the northern part, they are saying that they have martial law and Muslim laws. So they say, if we catch you young men touching the women, you have to marry her. You are allowed to marry 4. So if you rape her, you forced to do this thing without her permission, we will castrate you. And then in India, the Muslims can marry 4, but the Buddhists, they say only 1. Then they have the rape cases. The women are beaten, they are raped. It's now come to just the men behaving badly.
So what you are saying here is that there are so many women more than men.
Exactly.
So because of that,
the men are behaving badly.
The men must have many more. The men are being lured into
doing it.
They are being lured.
Yeah.
No, but if the women want to lure, why don't they go to the men who are not married? Because we are talking about a case of people in relationship. Why don't they go to those who are not hooked up? Because there are also so many men who are single. They can go to those ones. Why are they going to those ones who already have?
The men that are married and they are bound in this marital agreement, they don't have to do that. So when they do this, we call it cheating.
Yes, that's what we are saying.
Yeah.
But there are
can I come in here?
Go and cheat, and that is not right because they are breaking the marital agreement.
Can I come in here?
Yes, please do.
This is why in the beginning I said in every problem or every occurrence there is a cause. A married man who is happy in his marriage or have everything to full will never go out and cheat unless there is a cause. So this is whereby we are here to talk about what causes the men to go out and cheat. Then we have to look from the basic, what problems are in relations or what comes out of a relation, what injects a man or give the man, courage to go out. And another point also is, it's not, we only see it from men going out cheating on their wives. But do we look from another point that women invade men to make them cheat? Because most of the situations are also like that, that it is women who rather admires men who are married and taking good care of their homes, whom they invade rather, because there are so many women, according to statistics, 1 man, 8 women, and most of the women are lonely. So those women rather invades the men to force them into cheating, whilst it's not the lack of the man to cheat on his relation, unless there is a little loophole in his relation whereby one can take advantage of. So we should look at this aspect as well.
Yeah, I think I want to come in now.
Yes.
And I want to come in from the direction of, okay, let's put men, let's categorize men in this form now. Okay, you have good men who are dedicated, family men, who who doesn't have any intention or any mindset to go out and cheat.
Okay. Exactly.
Okay, that is another one category of men generally. Then you have another category who can never
be
have
satisfied.
Enough, who have the mindset that you cannot keep eating one soup every day. Sometimes you need to change.
Johnny,
you need to change the delicacy. We have that category of men. Okay, let's approach it from these two.
Johnny.
These two standpoints. That category of men who believe that, you cannot keep eating a goosey soup on every day.
Yeah.
Therefore, it is in their DNA to always look
outside,
somewhere else.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
Fine. I don't agree with that kind of
attitude.
Okay. It is morally not upright. It brings problems in the society. Problems all of us know about. Promiscuity on that level can cause a lot of things.
Exactly.
Spread of diseases. Breaking homes and stuff like that.
Yes.
We have them. Okay. The other category of men who are dedicated, who have vowed to always, keep to the rules. Okay. But one thing or another may happen, and their mindset can change.
Yeah.
And when such a man is pushed in their homes, that will make them to think about doing something outside the home.
Yeah.
You have our society, whereby our moral compass has broken down with the way our girls, dress and present themselves in society today.
Does that warrant rape?
We're not talking about rape here. We are talking about cheating. When you go out to rape somebody,
that's a crime. That's something.
That's a crime. There's no agreement. There's no consensus. That's a kind of you force somebody and you rape the person.
Yeah.
Okay. But when it is done willingly,
exactly,
the factor that can push a dedicated man in his home to go out and do something with a woman outside, when he's home, when he's not well treated, I want our women to learn something from this very topic.
Speak,
Most women, when they get married, they feel like, oh, I have reached, the goalpost.
So they neglect.
I don't need to take carbon out of my body anymore. I don't need to, keep in shape anymore. I have gotten my man, and the game is up.
Yeah.
You have to, in most cases, pep it up. Do something nice for your man. Dress sexy, keep your so that
appearance,
the appetite will always be there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when you as women feel like, okay, I've gotten my man and that is the end, forgetting how you were before the man got married to you, there was something he saw, probably your shape, your beauty, one thing or the other. So, but when you don't watch out for those things that attracted him to you, and you lose it all, when you lose it all, the appetite, the appreciation
will decrease.
In one word, I'm not saying that it is morally right,
Yeah.
But we are
No,
humans.
you are making point,
And
my dear.
This is fact
You are
that is
making
confronting
point,
us
and
on
we
daily
must
basis.
hear it.
Most women,
Wow.
when they give birth, they don't
Yes.
try to, like, come back to, at least try your best.
Yes. To
You
go
see
back
them.
to your, yes.
You see her. She
let go.
She lost it all.
She
Yeah.
let go.
And then in that process, something has changed in the man's. Take it or leave it. We don't need to pretend about it.
Yeah,
It is,
exactly.
It is very, very true.
It's
You
true.
know. So, and when the man comes outside, he sees all these girls.
Sophisticatedly dressed,
He
pushing
sees all
something.
these girls.
Pushing
And
something
one
in
or
that
the other-
back or front.
One or the other, we analyze things, we compare things. Oh, look at this girl.
Yeah.
This is how my wife was before I married her.
Exactly.
That's what I mean.
Oh,
This
man.
is how my wife was
So
before
if
I
I may
married
come
her.
in here,
Yeah, please come.
Let
you
him speak.
you marry a beautiful girl who is 22 years. The breast is bouncing,
Yes.
the stomach is flat.
Yeah.
And then she gives you 2 beautiful babies. Now she gained a little weight.
She
The-
will
the-
gain labor.
Yeah, the breast is getting flat and soft.
Yeah.
And she doesn't
Because
have-
you are sucking it.
Yeah, because you are sucking it.
Yes.
And she has not got time to put on this lipstick and shave her eyebrow and to go to the pedicure because she has to take children to school and go and bring them back, prepare for lunch quickly, or even go to her shop. So because her body is changing according to time. That is why the African culture tells you, if you think this woman is too busy for you and you want another beautiful one, like the Arabs, you see an Arab man. When you go to Dubai, you see an Arab man with 4 or 5 women. One is very old. You think it's the sister or the mother. No, that is the first wife. And then the last one who you think is the daughter is the 4th wife.
Yeah. But why?
He
What
has
are you
money.
trying to really encourage?
He has
Are you
money.
encouraging that women shouldn't take care of their body?
No,
or
no,
what?
no,
Why are you encouraging?
No,
Please
what
come-
I'm saying,
come
on.
you
So-
cannot say
so-
that because her body is changing and then she's too busy to go to pedicure, manicure, straighten her hair. So because of that, you want to, no, that is bad behavior.
No. Don't
No,
go
no,
that
no,
way
no,
because
no, no,
when
no.
you go that way, you are giving them, you are
Courage.
giving the women
Encouraging
the
them.
encouragement to still remain hanging.
Have
When
you
see
heard-
them,
have-
when you
have
see them,
you heard,
everything
sweetheart,
is
have you heard
dangling
about-
everywhere.
Have you heard about these young men or these married men? When they have these women with 2 children in the house, even to give them chop money, they start shouting because another woman is on the street saying, you see. And why don't you invest in this
Why
woman?
would you also sit down and be waiting for them to be giving you chop money?
Exactly.
When would the African woman learn that
takes
the
to
marriage
start
is not about chop
independence.
money?
Yeah,
What is this
exactly.
chop money all about?
She's busy.
We shouldn't. I mean, the man. That's why the men are dying. Because we sit at home and we are looking for chop money. He provides the NEPA money. He provides the school fees. He buys
does
your clothes.
everything.
He goes to do shopping. Only one man.
Only one
For
man.
what?
And the moment he comes
what is
in-
it that you have that is pumping your head elsewhere?
And the
What is
moment
it?
the moment he comes in,
Come on.
he want to release his brain. Then you say, "I'm tired. Your children has make me tired. I'm not interested."
Yeah.
Why wouldn't he jump outside?
So, let me,
So I think we better embrace the
That
truth.
is where
What
the
we
man-
want to learn here is
Wait,
this.
wait.
No, wait, let me speak. Because I have come to learn from this man what Mr. Okeke said, which I noticed the first point he made, that because now when the man now will want to go into the woman will say, no, you didn't do this. Because of lack of agreement on something. Like a woman,
like the bicycle,
a woman wants
2,500
bicycle.
euros.
And you see this is bicycle for the family. But some of them will want even wrapper because when you don't buy the wrapper, you can see the other side of them.
That's true.
So they close it and they close it
That's
until you buy what they
That's
want.
true.
So the problem, the question is are you supposed to be selling that thing to the man who already have it? Because from the moment you agreed to be partners, to be a wife, it means you have signed a contract that the man must have that place.
To always be there for each other. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't need to deprive him from his legitimate right.
Exactly.
So if he doesn't buy rubber for you, he can't see what he's supposed to see, your diamond. So if he doesn't buy a car, he cannot see your diamond. So that's why he said that forces the man. He cannot be touching himself. So he will look for something else to touch.
Yes.
Number one.
He's gonna
Number
push.
two, they made mention as well of women not keeping their bodies the way they're supposed to, which is a very valid point. I mean, if any woman is watching this broadcast, and then you are hearing these men speaking about this, you examine yourself. Look at yourself right now. Are you how you're supposed to be? Or because the man brought us in and they're using their money to feed you, then you become excess. You can't maintain your shape anymore, and you cannot keep your hair, and you don't want to look clean, and you put it in innocent 2 children who have come, and you said because you are taking care of them. Even when they bring a house girl for you or whatever, you will still give an excuse. I think that shouldn't be an excuse. Women have to sit up and do something. They have to do something. That's what I want to say.
One thing I want to tell you, men are people like, they carry millions of seeds, and they want to spread these seeds. Naturally, they want to play this game. So at times you can hold somebody who said, if you don't do this, I don't do this. If you don't come to work on time, I'll sack you. So the woman is asks you, you have to buy a bicycle. How can a woman see that you don't have any money in the bank? There is no lottery money, nothing. And then she knows that we have to pay rent. She's not a fool. The woman is also sensible. And then you say, no, the woman says to buy a bicycle 2,000 euro. So because she doesn't want to do this thing. So that's why I'm cheating.
No, but why would you have the? Why would you?
My dear sister,
is she a prostitute?
My dear sister,
because it is prostitutes who take money to sell their body. Why is she taking money to sell her body?
Let me put this point a little bit further for you.
That way.
There was money in the house, but
money.
the man doesn't agree to spending
you see,
2,500 euros on a bicycle.
Because they have other things to do with the same money.
Money in the family, but the woman doesn't see the reason with the man.
Yes.
Why can't you?
Okay.
Why can't you disguise and say
I
these
tell you another dimension of our women
communication
these days.
Yes, let him speak.
One woman put it to me that I love money so much.
Yeah.
A married woman, to the extent that whenever my man wants to touch me, I do my hand like this. He must put it. If he doesn't put it, no show for him.
Is that a man, or is she a prostitute at home?
As a matter of fact,
it
has become a general pattern.
How many percentage of women will you think are doing that?
A lot, more than you can imagine. More than you can imagine. I'm a mother. I love buying things. Whenever he wants to come to me, I do my hand like this. If he doesn't put it, I will turn my back.
This is a man who is irresponsible.
No
he doesn't
way.
take care of the things he's supposed to take care of. That is the woman say, you don't do this. I try and do everything this house. Now you want to touch me. You have to pay for this bill today.
My dear sister, it doesn't take irresponsibility to keep to family budget. Our women these days are so addicted to buying things they don't need.
Yes.
What about
let me come.
This one nowadays men who go and start their
let me jump in. Are we going to
excuse me, sir. Let him finish the point he's making. Can you finish the point you were to make?
Yes,
so I can give you a chance.
Thank you very much. Okay. Has it come to tit for tat?
Yes.
The day you are getting saying the vows of marriage with the man, there were no attachment that if he doesn't buy this or buy that, you are going to deny him of his right to touch his woman.
Yes.
When you leave your parents' home and get united with a man,
you signed for the rendezvous.
You have signed it for better, for worse. Till death do you part.
Including that side.
You don't just come to eat his money. Even when you are seeing the monetary thing, or you are sick in one way or the other, you have to encourage. You have to really be on top of the game. Encourage your man to always know my home thinks about me. You made a very good point now that men carry millions of seed in them. They carry generations. It is the mandate of God that men should carry those
that
seeds.
Doesn't mean they are not disciplined.
I am coming.
They should still, even though they can carry every seed, they still be disciplined.
Let me open our eyes again further about this issue. It is not just an issue that we can ridicule. It is a very serious thing.
Okay.
If you deprive your man, man generally, they don't want sex, they need sex. It is a natural mandate. Men need sex.
Okay.
Because God has mandated, He has put it in men that they keep producing seeds. Women don't produce seeds.
No.
And because of the fact that you are producing those seeds, you need sex. And if that sex is denied you, it has far-reaching implications on the man.
Exactly.
Emotional, health,
psychological,
name it.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, man should keep on discharging those seeds. Otherwise, in his old age, he's gonna suffer what we call prostate.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
He's gonna suffer prostate, and prostate is not a joke as far as men are concerned.
Yeah.
Wow.
You
Yeah.
suffer. So,
Jesus.
getting married and enjoying the fruit of marriage shouldn't be a child's play. There shouldn't be any material attachment to that. Even when you're seeing the monetary thing, find a way to play with your man, encourage your man, so that the man will always have that release to keep him on the right footing 247, so that he shouldn't have any reason whatsoever to say, oh, I cannot bear this anymore.
So, my dear, what you want us to know, what you are saying now, is that those men who are clergies, who are into celibacy, they are men and they have seeds, and yet they don't go about having sex like you are talking about now. So, because they are keeping their seed, are you saying now that they would all be having prostate cancer?
It can have side
The
effects.
Bible tells them, if you cannot afford celibacy, go and marry.
Yeah, but they are affording it. That's why they are affording to be.
They are affording it. They are affording it with the help of the Holy Ghost.
Because the way you
God is helping them.
The way you said it now is like men are no more disciplined.
No, please. What we are saying is, men carry seed. I said this thing, and you can spread the seed. It's important you do it for your health, the emotions, everything. The women enjoy also sex. That is why even Christian religion says the men. Look at Abraham. She was with Sarah, and then he went with the other woman, and Solomon, David, all of them. They have different women, not only one. So religion says you can marry more because naturally we know men can do it. Why? What is stopping you to officially sit 2-3 women down and say, I love all of you, I'm going to take responsibility?
Which religion are you talking about that is encouraging you?
So women
look at how you are turning the Bible upside down.
The Bible, in the Bible, didn't Solomon marry a lot of women?
They're concubines.
Are we, whether they're concubine or not?
And
don't they know them?
They
marry them. They marry them.
But after that.
Now, the spirit of the season, that Satan take over, as we say, because this has called this our world that this world is for the prince of the air, and everything that the Bible said to be true of God, discipline, everything, we turn it upside down. Men marry men, girls go and marry girls. You men marry only one wife. No.
If you would be a bishop, you must be a person of one wife. You are the one who.
Yes. So if you want to be if you want to be an elder, marry only one. Because you want to work for God. If you know you want to sleep with 3 women, then leave that position and go and take your 3 women and take care of the children and the woman. If this one says I'm angry, go legally. Not sleep with this one, sleep with this one, sleep with that one because what? Irresponsibility, bad behavior. You don't want to take care of. How many? Look, there are women and children that we can. You say this is the parents. Go and do DNA. They are not their parents because of this bad behavior. The Bible says marry them. Our culture says marry them and take care of them. So because you people want to be cheap, you want to throw a big party for only one woman and sleep with 7 other ones. You want to get excuse. That is not right. Go and marry all the women you want to have sex with and take care of their babies and pay their bills.
So if they come to you and then they marry somebody else and come and marry you, you go?
I'll be fine, because if I want to have sex with you and I want your family to respect me, I say, this is my brother's wife. It's not like I am hiding somewhere and let's say, for instance, I'll say you marry and then they treat you nicely like the missus, and I am the second-hand wife. They hide me. Am I not worthy to be paraded as another wife? So, if you want to have sex with all the women, marry them and take care of them and let them feel worthy.
Please, let's not lose focus.
Let's hear from you.
No, we're not losing focus. Marry them. Stop cheating.
We're not losing focus. But then the way it's going is like
marry them. No, you want to be cheap.
It's like we are in one way or the other, trying to, play blame games. This is not.
Why are you cheating?
There shouldn't be blame games in this.
Now you want to blame the women that they're not taking care of themselves.
We need to critically look at why are things happening.
Why?
Because things are happening.
Because the man doesn't want to keep the laws. They don't want to spend money, work hard.
Look at
the
that.
men go
Look at
and
that.
they want to sleep with enjoy with everybody because there is a lot of women on the street. Well, I know that there are women on the street who say, I don't want to serve any man. I just want my baby. I have money.
My sister, you just made a point now. The men don't want to spend money. So you agree to the popular saying that no money, no honey. Even in somebody's marital relationship.
And
so that's not good. That's not upright.
No, you are saying no money, no honey because of that bicycle issue. But what I'm saying is, if that woman...
And a lot of women hold on to that saying so strongly.
Yeah, exactly.
They have no moral compass. Even on the street, even if she's not married, or even if she's married, money plays important role.
Because money is playing important role in our life today.
And we should be reasonable about it. If you are married to a man, and you still hold him to ransom, to live above his means, simply to make you happy. Otherwise, you don't play your responsibility, you don't play your role towards him. That's bad.
Exactly, very, very bad.
That doesn't help.
Divorce her nicely and marry a new one.
Divorce her because you cannot, go and rob a bank for her.
Let us so why is she in the house?
Let me come in.
Let us get it.
Let me come in.
Let's get it right.
Let me come in. We are basing the whole topic now on only one thing, by pointing finger to who is doing wrong, who is doing right. It shouldn't be like that.
No, we're mentioning the points.
Exactly. We are looking for causes that leads to cheating.
Yes.
And we should stick to that.
Yes.
You know that there are so many causes.
Tell us
You gave us a point whereby men are being the wife say, if you don't buy a bicycle, I will not give it to you. Yeah. That is one cause. Yes. That is not in every relation. Yeah. We are looking to men who it is their habit to do that. My sister was saying, such men, let them rather marry more women, because they cannot stand, being with one woman. There are also situations whereby some men are very devoted to their wife. Yes. We should consider that also. But they have physical strength whereby, according to man's nature, he produces more, whereby he needs to get rid of. Such relations are also there, whereby the women encourage them, and because they have understanding about the nature of a man.
A lot of women don't.
A lot of women don't have that understanding, and then they jump to conclusion.
They're too tired, or
and second, we are living in a society where there is so much tax on women about their physical. Most of the women also go to job. They have 2 jobs, coming home, taking care of the children, whereby they become exhausted. So they can be satisfying the husband as well. So this also builds sometimes up and then makes the men, okay, I don't want to disturb my wife. I know she is tired. So sometimes it gives them the ability to look outside.
That's a very good point. That's a very good point. And I'm going to, make an addendum to that. If you as a woman is focusing on your 2 jobs and you lose sight of the effect you're gonna have, the strain you're gonna have on your marital relationship, that's bad. So I can now understand, I can now see that, where almost all of us are going is towards the women, the responsibility of the woman. She has to take her rightful part on that. Money is good to make. Doing 2 jobs, getting a lot of money, but then what effect would it have
On the family.
you, on the family,
Exactly.
Because the family is most important. Family should be number one. If doing two jobs makes you not to, make it up to your man, in the bedroom, you have to really,
But there are situations, especially in our African cultures, there are situations whereby the woman is forced to do that. To do double jobs to be able to support the family, whereby the man is in process of having papers, but there are children involved, whereby this woman is forced to have such income to be able to support the family.
Well, if the man hasn't got what it takes to be taking care of the family, I don't think he will just stay and be allowing his thing to control him. He must be responsible to know that if the woman has gone to
see your wife
two
overworking
jobs,
herself and
no, but it's a system. That is why I say it's a system we're living in. That system you have to analyze all, because back home in Africa, most of the women, if they have serious jobs, they do take maids to take care of other businesses. But we are living in a society whereby you are forced to. It is not your will. Most of the women are not doing two jobs because they want to have more money. They do it for a cause, for a purpose. So you have to look to all these things, that what is bringing all this. And there is one thing we also have to acknowledge. We are living in a modern world whereby I was saying we are 1 man is to 8 women, according to census. Another point also is, I'm someone.
Don't just give us points.
No.
1 man is to 8. So what does that mean?
I'm also.
If they have 8,
probably plays
no,
a role.
no, it plays a role. It plays a role because
they have to help
because
the other women who
are they being forced?
No, they are not being forced, but you have to take it into consideration that why are some women also suffering loneliness? Is it right that
so
some women? I'm showing pity. I'm particular, but we should take that into consideration. This is what makes it easier for some men to be cheating on their wives, because they are considering other women.
Good exposure.
They are considering. So that is why I say it is not all cheating that comes from the men. Some of them comes from the women, because the men are feeling sympathy for them. I mean, you are a man. If you are a man, you know a woman living lonely. Let's say it's your Bufrau. You know that woman is there lonely for so many years. She has been, trying on you, and you are living in a situation whereby your wife said you didn't buy bicycle, so for months she's not giving you. And this Bufra is also feeling loneliness. There may be a time all these things will push you to the level.
One thing will lead to the other.
Exactly.
Oh my God!
In that
Really?
there is also another role in a way that one girl put it. God, this is beginning of a new year. Give me my husband this year, or I will take somebody's husband. This is what we are confronted with. You have women like this.
Exactly.
They just go on a hunt. They are out on hunting for especially married men. There are some kids that don't date single men.
No.
Are you married?
No.
No, please. You're not my type. She is looking for married men.
Oh, what's the reason behind that?
Because
they are responsible.
She can put any demand on the married man, and married man can do it knowing fully well that if he doesn't play along, something may spoil for him.
Exactly.
In his house.
She will blackmail him.
Oh, you have girls like that.
And they are responsible as well.
Yeah, they are responsible as well.
Married men are responsible.
Yeah.
So most of the women who chase men, they prefer married women than unmarried women.
Oh, really?
That is a fact.
Wow.
This topic is very versatile topic.
Well.
So
Somebody who just tuned in, we we are discussing on why modern men are cheating in relationship. If you have something to add to this, please make sure you give us a call on the studio line on the screen, or you can WhatsApp us as well, and then let us hear your own view concerning this very topic. So, I
want to ask a question.
Yeah, you can.
What goes on the streets when you are talking to people about these situations? Most of the people ask you, why is it written in the scriptures that a man should marry only one? Or should he have the right to have 2 wives? Where is it written? Because according to some of the arguments we meet on the street, they said David was accused by God only because he killed a woman's wife, and he has the ability to have a lot of other women. He can have other chicks around, and he went in for someone's wife. That is what God accused him of, but not the act. Because Solomon had also a lot of concubines. God have never accused him of that. So these are some of the questions we come across on the streets. So if anyone can contribute and give also his mind about this issue.
The issue is what? Why?
That where is it written in the scriptures?
It's not,
that
it's
a
not
man,
written in
May
the
I ask you?
Yeah.
In the book of Genesis,
Yeah.
when the Lord created Genesis 2, when God created
Adam and Eve.
When God caused Eve to sleep, Adam to sleep, and then out of the ribs he brought from Adam, he formed the woman.
Yeah.
Okay, did he bring 2 women to Adam?
No.
So do you want to say that now that there are 8 women to 1 man?
Yeah.
So you want to talk about Adam and Eve 35 million years ago?
Yeah. No, but even that.
That's how we started. That's where we started.
Yeah, that's where we started.
I'm
And
answering you based on what you said. You asked whether biblically where is it written.
but if Adam had wanted 2 women, God should have taken extra ribs
You
again.
mean that God made mistake when God
he
brought
didn't
just
make-
one Eve?
No,
and
no.
that one Eve, that's all
No.
Adam.
Okay,
Just
then let me ask you
And
this
then when
question.
they made Adam and Eve,
Then
they
let-
told Adam and Eve,
then let
go
me-
and multiply, make a lot of babies.
Then let me ask
So
you this
they start
question.
to make a
Then,
lot and
the
marry.
question you asked, then let me put you this
And
question.
fill the world.
Let me put you this question. You asked, I'm not talking about mistake. I'm talking about when these 2 ladies, they didn't have a man around and they didn't have children. Didn't they go in for their father to have children?
In those days, population have not.
Now you are talking about in those days.
Population have not
So
grown.
responsible men should marry all the women
Population
they
have-
want to sleep with, all their beautiful they want to enjoy with.
The fact that those 2 girls who slept with their
They
father,
made their father drunk.
I mean, they committed in those days what was
Incest.
abomination.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And of course, the consequences played out later on. So it doesn't justify what they did.
No.
It doesn't justify. There are clear rules about what should be done, what shouldn't be done. In our days, women are sleeping with animals and stuff like that. Is that legitimate? No. You can
No.
say
Put on this
because
for me.
because
affecting
they
me.
are because
Put
they
it
are
off, put it off. It's affecting me.
because they are they're horny, so they should go anywhere.
No.
No,
You can't justify
they have to. They have to be. The
everything
men
because we
have
are
just to be
redeemed and
responsible.
we cannot control our urge. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
Everything is legal, but not everything is beneficial.
exactly.
These are clear
Exactly.
Against,
You know,
rules of business.
one gentleman told me, I was discussing this 1 man, 1 wife with him, and he told me, look, he admires the creature of women. Women, they are the most beautiful. God designed them. If you look, God created Adam. By woman, he designed.
Yeah,
So,
artistically.
exactly. So, he admires women. That is why he goes in. But the only thing which stops him from getting into women is not offending God, because he admires them. But that doesn't stop him from going to bed with a woman. The only thing which stops him is the fear of God.
Exactly. The fear of
That
God.
is the only thing which stops him. So if we are talking about cheating, there is so many to it that we have to consider. What brings cheating? Is it really cheating? That was my first question.
Yeah.
Is it really cheating, or there is no understanding?
Okay, so can we then discuss the implications of this to the society. When a man cheats in relationship, does it have implications?
Yeah.
It does.
Because,
To the family, does it have implication?
a lot of relations has been broken down because of so-called cheating. But I say if there is understanding, it was not necessary to break a lot of relations.
Yeah, that understanding doesn't come easily in a way that the woman can say, okay, let's make a deal. Whenever I am tired or I feel pain in any part of my body, you are allowed to have
The woman will not give you that permission. The laws of the country, of culture, of things have given you already a lot of liberty to marry legally. Take responsibility of not one. No,
in
no,
Holland is one.
Okay, but they divorce and marry again, divorce and marry again. Is there any part of the Bible that say men should marry, divorce, marry, divorce? It's only that when your wife, Jesus said, it's only she commits adultery. Even that doesn't give you the permission to divorce. But a lot of laws advises and encourages you men to marry and have that liberty to spread your seed with 2 or more women and take responsibility of the kids that will come out, so that there will not be bastards. You know how much children love their moms, and there are a lot of old men that their children don't care about because you are not doing your responsibility according to the Bible and the culture.
No,
That
no,
is
You
it.
know,
Let me
Holland
ask you
culture
this
say
question,
we
based
have
on
to.
what you said, just
Okay.
a second. Based on what you said, I want to ask you this question. From what you said about men, just marry, keep on marrying. So the number of wives
That
a
is
man
useful.
should get should depend on the level of his libido.
Yeah.
If he's so libidinous, he can marry 10 women.
Exactly.
Some of our grandfathers did that. They have 4 or 6. You cannot say because I'm always horny, so I'll go and sleep with a lot of different women and don't care.
You know what goes on in polygamous family?
Yeah, he doesn't know.
You know what goes on there?
So much hatred.
Polygamous
so
family
much
is
diabolism.
close to hell.
So you
I'm telling
want to say that let's give you the permission because you are honey to make babies or get people pregnant and cause abortion and all these things and spread diseases because you love sex.
No,
You are not responsible.
No,
I asked
it
that
is
question
not.
based on what my brother said, that even God, he doesn't, I see it in any place where God frowned at
Polygamous
as a
relationship.
man that have more than one woman.
Yeah.
He doesn't see God. He doesn't see where God frowned at.
Yes.
Exactly.
So you have God is encouraging you people to marry and be
And
responsible.
I put that question to him. Does it mean that if God doesn't frown at it,
Yes.
it is right? Okay. If you think that it is right, how then would there be a consensus, a deal between somebody's wife and himself in the area of getting another
Understanding.
Understanding.
No, you are asking me a question as if you have never seen
I'm asking
people
you.
marry 2 or 3.
You know,
Allow them to speak.
You know,
They can also
exactly.
speak. Let them speak.
Exactly.
Yes.
You know, a lack of understanding, it makes us draw a lot of conclusion which we wouldn't draw. For instance, you were giving an example about a woman, the husband doesn't like to buy a bicycle.
Yeah.
If this relation, it comes to a point where they divorce, you sit back and think about, was that necessary for such a relation to get to this point
Exactly.
Of divorcing.
for divorcing?
Exactly.
But this is what is going on in our society. Most of the relations which are being dissolved, if you ask what really happened, it is really
Very
sad.
very
Funny thing, you know, things which are common sense, which are common understanding.
They cannot
That-
communicate. Why can't you people
They
communicate?
can communicate, no understanding.
When some
If
women
you
make their stand,
Exactly.
they don't ship grounds.
Exactly.
that
This
is
bicycle
what
must come to this house. Otherwise,
No, you just want to blame the women. You don't want to see the
You know,
fact that
you know,
you don't, you want
we
to blame
should.
them. You don't want to see the fact that you are being irresponsible by not being
we are
being
analyzing this
controlling
issue
yourself,
based on
self-control.
what is happening in our society.
Exactly, in our society.
We are using what's happening in our homes to analyze this very topic.
Exactly.
What about
Because one thing leads to
pastors?
another.
Catholic pastors go and swear in the church and everywhere saying,
That
"I want
is
to
a
be a
way too
celebrate."
far.
Yeah.
And then when you leave small boys with them, they
No,
touch
but that
the
is
boys.
something else.
Well,
That is
that is-
another
See, it's
topic.
self-control.
You know,
that is
we need
something-
to
Well, we don't want to go to that
That is
side.
something
No.
that's
Because
not
all
we-
these things
we-
play into the men not
you
behaving
know,
well.
we need to even talk to women who are in relation and their relation are keep on going. You ask them, most of the women are wise women. Some of them, they pretend to do as if they don't see what their husband is doing because some of them understands the nature of a man. You know,
Yes.
because I look to my own parents, that how come my father had so many children and my mother did like she didn't see. She only see that she told me one time that, hey, your father is a man and God has given men so many seats than we women. We will get exhausted. Men are marathon runners. Most of the women are snail walkers. You know, so if a woman is a snail and a man is a marathon, what she told me is it will get to a point. If a woman have patience, it will get to a point. A man will be also walking like a snail, but it needs patience and understanding and wisdom to get to these points.
This thing you are talking about, is it only applicable to African men? Because the Western men,
They are doing the same.
Are they flirting this manner?
Of course, and that
Are
is
they
where.
flirting in this manner?
Yes, and that is where even the understanding comes from. That is where all these examples I'm giving, that there is a woman who tells the man, go, but when you go, don't fall in love. These are Western people, cultures I'm talking about.
Really?
They will tell you there is no any value of divorcing because of one partner cheating, either the woman or the man. He said, if you base on this factor and spoil your marriage, you are the foolest person on this planet, because then you don't have understanding.
No, the men want to tell me right now that they want the women to be tolerant, accept their way of cheating, and just say, oh, it's okay because I'm a woman. Go.
No, that is not what we are saying. We are saying we have men also who doesn't lack this. They are satisfied with one woman. We are not talking about that. We are talking about men who lack. If you have your husband,
so the men who cannot cope with one woman, they should. The Bible or our culture has given them a lot of responsibility to marry another woman and take care. That is what I am bothered about.
But in our culture, you are not allowed to marry two. So, bros, we are talking about, we are living in Holland. So we are talking here.
We are speaking about the implications. That's what I want to hear to the family. The implications of this promiscuity.
The implication is hatred and all this sin that is spreading. Children don't love their fathers. They don't respect them. Men are not responsible because they say, "Oh, I just slept with you once. The baby is not mine." And all these things.
No, but those are different issues.
They are part of it.
You know,
everything, there are consequences. Every reaction has opposite effects.
There is one point.
So you go and make one thing is, if you are sleeping with a woman, there is 50% chance that she's going to get pregnant. Or except you are using condom or things.
Okay,
or 50% that you are going to get sick.
So they can make their own too.
Yeah. Let me make one point here.
In our society today, I mean, cheating and promiscuity brings a lot of problems. You know, a lot of problems. It has led to spread of venereal diseases. You know, even the ones that cannot be cured by modern medicine, all of us know about. You know, it has broken so many homes, and when a home is broken, we know what the toll it brings on the children. You know, so it has led to so many cases of suicide. It has led to so many cases of murder. You know, The woman can say, okay, she can pick up a gun or a knife and kill the man. It has happened, you know, in so many countries and in so many instances. So it is something that is very serious.
Yes, it is.
And it is something that cannot be, you know, quickly fixed. But it takes us to really keep our moral compass, you know, be reasonable with things, and yeah. That's it.
You know, I want to make one point as well here. Men. Recently, I was listening to one Nigerian lady on the social media who mentioned women should wake up and realize what does a man expect from a woman. All men, most of all the men, expect two things from a woman. That is respect and having intercourse. Even the intercourse, she said, is not so important because men can buy it anywhere on the corner of the street. But respect. A woman who respects her husband, that woman, the husband can do whatever is striking in his mind will turn him back. There is no one like my wife. You understand? That is one point. Secondly, a man, what can prevent us from going outside than our women? We have to consider that the broken homes are affecting so many of the children. And we have to take that into consideration to avoid that. That is why I'm saying, if you analyze what broken homes bring forth, you will see that going out, because of you are not getting the home, you will prefer to sacrifice it and rather have a safe home. Exactly. You know, so the women should try and take their responsibility, and we the men as well should try and take our responsibility as well.
I think that's a very good advice.
It's very good advice.
It is not to defend anything.
No.
They should take their responsibility very serious. If
Exactly.
The men cheat purposely because there is a lot of women and they don't want to be responsible and they are careless. That is why they do these things, bad behavior. So if they said we will marry, we will respect our wives, we will be responsible, we will communicate. The children will love the men. There are children who doesn't even love their fathers, they don't talk to them because their mother is saying, your father doesn't love me, he's with another person. So we pray that the men will just be very responsible, value their wives and their children.
Yeah, but if they have married you and instead of you to perform your role as a wife, you are given conditions and then you are busy nagging the man.
No, that's not right.
Why should he stay there and be looking at you?
They have to do their
duties. Why I am seriously against women giving any sort of attachment condition before they will sleep with their husbands.
No, it's wrong.
That is not right.
That gets me provoked.
That is not right.
It shouldn't be done that way.
No.
Really.
They have to buy Brazilian hair for you before you sleep.
No, that's not right.
Buy bicycle before you sleep. No.
No.
I mean, you should. Your body is not for
Sometimes
sale.
women will be blamed too, but
your body is not for sale. You don't need to sell this. You know,
the women have to sacrifice.
And this starts from when they are
responsible.
spinsters. You know, it starts from when they were spinsters before they could do it. So they have to buy this and
maybe
buy that.
now we come to when
now
the men lie to them. The men
carry the same trend.
They cannot adapt to the conditions.
No, when they are in relation, the men pamper them, lie to them. I have this, I will do this, I will do this. So they expect more. But if the men can say, I'm a poor man, and my salary is this is
Which
what
woman
I can
will
do.
love a poor man?
You see, so they start lying to the woman from the
This
start.
is what women want to hear sometimes.
No, you don't need to lie. You must also be yourself.
Oh.
Men, you must be yourself. You don't need to lie to lure a woman into a relationship.
Yeah.
Because if you lie to lure her, then she'll be out of it.
Then
Of
she'll be
course.
saying, until you give me that promise, you fulfill that promise, I will not do this.
I think, yeah, women should use their eyes.
Yeah.
So,
If a man
so
is telling you,
let's look
I'm
into
a
the camera
multi-millionaire,
because
he
of our
cannot
time
afford
now.
a simple thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Very-
look into the camera because of our time. And what advice are we giving to people who are doing this? What advice do we want to leave behind before we sign up?
You know, I have 2 daughters, and I have advised them. If I look to what is going on in this world, I told them my only advice to them in their relation, that they should never divorce or dissolve their relation because of cheating. Because it's human nature. And men, they should rather observe their husbands, know what their husbands are. Because if you look to how many women are lonely at this very moment because not having patience in relation. Because the man cheated, that is why you dissolve your relation. Don't forget that you are rather giving your man away for another woman who was lonely before, and now she will have the whole packet. So I advise my daughters, never, never do this. If you can learn to forgive, forgive, that God will forgive you yours as well. So never dissolve it. Some people build relations 18, 20 years, having children in it. And just because the man cheated, they dissolve the whole relation.
Yes.
When you build a house and there is a leakage on the house, you don't break down the whole house. You try to fix it. So they should have rather strength and courage to fix their relations, because no one is perfect, than breaking down the whole relation. It's the worst thing you can do.
It's true. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, Brother Gilbert, for speaking. Let me hear.
My advice will come in this way. It will go to that category of men that I pointed at initially at the beginning of our discussion. That category of men who are always on the hunt, who believe that eating a goosey or okra soup every day doesn't satisfy. It's before you take any action, before you are lured by whatever circumstances to, see something nice in another woman other than your wife, think about the implications of that. Think about the fact that there is likely to be children in the relationship. There are so many things, at play in the relationship that you cannot afford to jeopardize. If by any reason or the other, whether by fact of libido or by fact of peer influence or whatever, that makes you to, look at another woman for no reason, have a good thought about it, and remember that for everything there is a price.
Yes.
And my advice will also go to that class of women who believe that touching their body is now a commercial venture, whether it is their husband or it is anybody.
Yeah.
Look at your husband, always do your best to give him that comfort a wife should give to her husband. Because the women have a lot of power. They have power to turn a monster into a very loving, caring husband.
Yes.
But everything boils down on character.
Yes.
If you work on your character and you always exhibit the right character, everything will fall into their proper positions, and our homes will be the El Dorado that God ordained it to be.
Thank you.
Let's hear from Ms. Ruth.
As my panelists have already said, the most important at the beginning of the relationship, everybody must tell each other the truth.
Okay.
No lies, because if you lie, then the women expect you to do more. Then when they get into the marriage, you spend all your money on the wedding, and then later it's getting difficult, then it starts to break down.
Yeah.
So truth and responsibility, respecting each other, communicating. And if any man thinks, I cannot take care of only one woman, then they should also communicate and talk and discuss how they can have another woman in the relationship, that the relationship will grow and be a peaceful home. That is the most, so that the children and the neighborhood, because the society we live in is built on the family. So when we have a good family in the society, then the society also will be a peaceful society.
It's true. It's true. Well, thank you so much. But you know, I saw that we did not even mention something like distance, which is being caused because of men seeking for greener pasture. You know, greener pasture in a foreign land. Okay.
Yeah.
Now they have, some of them are married and they have left their wives down there, and they are here now. You see, they are here. So that distance can
plays
create
a very big role.
The economy.
It can create a very big problem, because if they are here, they are carrying their seed, and the person they're supposed to deposit the seed is out there.
6,000 kilometers away.
So how would they
That
do
is what I'm saying, that you marry wherever you are and you think you are.
You just keep marrying.
Yeah, marry. You go to Nigeria, marry. You go to
If you go to
marry,
yeah.
make one baby there.
If by any event you find yourself in America tomorrow, you marry
You marry and get a
you
paper.
go to Canada, you find yourself, you marry there again. Just keep marrying.
Yeah. And feel have peace.
Yeah, so
That
because
is,
of that, you know, so this can also make men. This
Cheat.
can be a reason why men are also cheating.
But we not call it cheating, because that time, if you are in America, you are
Necessity.
with one woman, and you are in Netherlands in one woman, Nigeria with one woman, then the woman will not think you are cheating. They will understand.
The first one you married will always, who have the first claim will say, how can you explain it to her?
Yeah, exactly.
That because you are forced to, you know, leave your comfort zone in Africa, you come here because of greener pasture,
reasons,
you
yes,
know,
you
and
need
you
to
tell
make
her,
money.
and you tell her, oh, okay, because we are 6,000 kilometers away, I have to marry. If you marry, she will also marry.
Divorce is not.
Yeah.
Divorce is not
If you
allowed.
marry
But
here,
if she
if you
thinks-
marry, you also marry another man
that
in
could also
Africa.
be the reason why, because we discussed 2 weeks ago why are married men cheating. That can also be the reason, the distance, because most of them are married down there and their husbands are here.
Exactly.
You know, their husbands are here.
That is
and
not
the only
allowed.
time comes into their life when they will need a comforter. Unfortunately, the man is 6,000 kilometers away. So that's also another
That
reason.
is not allowed.
It's not every one of them that can endure being alone.
For sure.
You know, so and even we heard that those of them who have their wives over there, that a lot is really happening. A lot is happening among them, because by the time they are coming back, their friends have taken over their wives. You know, their friends have taken over their wives, and that's the same thing also here. So I think what God has put together,
No man.
no distance should put asunder.
Exactly.
So we try as much as we can to be there for one another.
Can I say one more?
Yes, you can, please.
You know, my advice also to modern couples who are coming, they should be open-minded and discuss about these issues, because I at the same time give compliments to a lot of women also. There are women, when their husbands are traveling, they put secretly condom even in their bags. You know, I found it, I take this as wisdom. You know, they study their husbands, they know what kind of husbands they have, and they know they are traveling, they're going to spend 3 or 4 months somewhere, and they put condom in there in case. Some of the husband tells them, no, well, why are you doing that? I don't want. Then the woman will say, oh, in case. You see, this is using wisdom.
What you're thinking is wise, so she's also wanting to know who you are.
Exactly.
That's better, because she can also put those things by just not even letting you know.
Exactly.
It's a trap she has set for you.
Exactly.
Because you come back saying that you didn't do anything, but she knows she has put 6 condoms there.
Exactly.
And now you're coming back with 2.
You can use
No, but the fact that she thought about it, which means she have even studied man, and she knows her man, she knows her husband. That is what a lot of people don't do, and they get surprised, you know. But study your man, know what your man is capable of, what he's not capable of. If you are sure of your husband, he can stay somewhere 1 year without having anything with another woman, so be it. But if you know your husband has so many seeds and their seeds are active, then please do something about it. Discuss this.
Such a woman by other women.
Exactly.
It's a very wise move, and for such a woman, her home will never be broken up.
Exactly. Yes.
The question is she happy? Is she happy you are sleeping with some women?
Well,
You know,
happiness
it has nothing to
She's trying to tolerate and respect you,
happiness
and then you do what you want.
Happiness is a relative term. You know, if you look at it in this very circumstance now,
don't forget what we are discussing now. Don't forget what we are discussing now. It happens also to women. So the understanding has to be by both sides that what happens to men do happen also to women. You know, I was in Ghana just recently, and there was an issue like that a man was furious, broke the whole house of the woman because he said he has furnitured the woman's house, did everything, and the woman, he heard the woman has cheated on him. So we went to discuss this matter, and then I asked the man, so how long have you been away? He said, I've been away 4 months, just 4 months, and she's doing this behind me. Then I asked him, brother, let's be sincere with each other. When you were 4 months away, you didn't have anything with any woman. He said, about me, I'm a man. I said, but what do you think the woman is? She's a dolly? You know, she's not a piece of food. So what happens to him? Then I told him, look, before God and man, if you forgive this woman, so will God forgive you yours. So think about it. So it's a matter of mind thinking and discussing and having understanding.
Yeah, the forgiveness, the side of it I love.
Yeah.
But the side of, justifying what the woman did simply because the man stayed 4 months away, I'm totally not in the terms.
I don't no more stay.
I don't come to terms with that.
You have women like that.
Any woman that do that kind of a thing,
it's funny.
Your man went away to look for something to provide for the family.
Yeah.
And you cannot like give him that respect and credit that he is gone to be able to get some money to cater for the family.
Yeah,
and you feel like 4 months is too much. I cannot hold myself. No, I don't come to terms with that.
No.
On the side of forgiving her, on the side of forgiving her.
Only few women cheat. Very few women cheat.
Very, very few.
Very few.
You know,
very few.
You know,
when you have your children, the family is there, you don't cheat.
No,
the feeling goes away. Because for women, when they see you and they love you, they feel like having sex. But if they don't love you, they don't want to do it.
Exactly.
So only few women cheat.
You know, the point I'm making here is what happens to men, because not all men cheat. What happens to men, it can also happen to women. So we should have that understanding that when those things come our way, we wouldn't judge and condemn women that you don't buy it. A woman cannot do that, but a man can do that. No, I don't buy also that. Fairness. What happens is not fair. What happens to a man can happen also to a woman. It's not all the men who go in and cheat are happy with their cheating. Some of them is necessity. Yeah. They feel even bad after they have done that, and they come back sorrowful.
Well, on this note, we are rounding up. We are rounding up, and we want to say thank you to all of you, our panelists. You really done justice to this topic, and we hope to go deeper next time. We hope to go deeper. So I thank you for being here, and we hope also that we have been a blessing to those who watched us. So thank you so much, every one of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you too.
So we look forward to having you again and again and again.
Amen.
Thank you so much.
We wish our viewers all the best.
Thank you so much. So viewers, we are signing up now, and we hope you enjoy the discussion. So remember, you can go on my YouTube and then download it and then share it and then discuss it. But give credit to those who have sat here today. Don't give credit to yourself. Okay? So on this note, we are saying bye, and we look forward to seeing you again by this time next week. Bye for now.